That's out of the stadium!
Let's go! Come on! Something! Come on!
Ah! Swing and a miss!
There's a lot of spunk.
Don't throw it wide!
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Prime time. The window to show off, prove yourself, and create the supreme collective memories. JobbAJ blew the proverbial roof off the competitive community with last year's pole shot heard round the world. He steps into the ring with a tenacious AAA rookie hell-bent on success. oXBOX looks to ride every conceivable edge to victory. It's the old and the new, the anchors and the holograms. This is Match of the Week.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's production of the XBL, the Cross-Platform Baseball League. I'm Light Snack, aka Flurabelle, aka your play-by-play announcer. With me tonight on color commentary for tonight's AAA matchup is the league office co-commissioner, Dwayne. Dwayne, tonight we have two teams looking for their first win of the season. You've got to have a feeling that this is going to be a good series.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think we're going to see a very, very just grind them out type of series. Very excited for this matchup. Both these teams winless, like you already stated. A very strong veteran in Job, who's with us now for his fourth season, looking for his first win to jump out to something good maybe in Season 9. And Ox, a rookie looking for his first ever win in any sort of XBL competition. So I definitely expect them to grind it out tonight.
One thing I think about when I think about Job and his AAA record last season, his appearance on Match of the Week is something that immediately comes to mind, and that shot off of the home run shot off of the foul pole. Like, if we had that, like, a clip that we could show right here, that would have been perfect to just go to that, because I think that's something that a lot of people remember from last season. I think he's going to do his best to try to come up with some Match of the Week magic again this season against oXBOX, who is just, he's been showing a lot of promise coming into the season with his preseason scrims. Really been hitting the dirt, really trying to play as much as he can. And, a rough start to this season. But like you said, one of these two teams has to come out of the series with a win. Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, Job's pull shot heard around the world is probably going to be one of those all-time XBL clips that we're going to look back on and really want to see over and over again. That was a really awesome moment that he was able to have on Match of the Week last season. So yeah, expect him to probably come out swinging a little bit more than expected, because he doesn't scrimmage a lot. He just builds his team and he comes in, he plays competitive games, and I think he's going to be ready regardless of the fact that he's played much baseball or not. He's got that rotation aces build as well this season with the 5-bar starting rotation. So that will be interesting going up against Ox, who has had some trouble scoring runs as of late. Obviously, he's 0-6 right now, but he's ready for that win. You speak to the guy, you can feel it brewing under the surface. I think he's going to be ready for some big-time baseball. Really, really excited for what we're going to have. Yeah, and one real quick aside, Job, having already played a series today, just an hour or so ago, that's where his recent 2 losses came in from, getting swept by No Name, I believe. A good series there, but we have to see if Job is going to step up to the plate and get some runs in tonight versus Ox, who, like you said, has been struggling a bit at the plate. One of these two teams has to wake up tonight, and it's only a matter of time to see if one or both of these guys come away with a win tonight. Indeed. Yeah, all right, guys, we're going to have that AAA series coming to you in just a moment. We're going to get those players ready to start. Stay with us. And we are loading in now to game number 1 of the series. We'll be starting off at Motor Yard. JobbAJ and the Anchors will be the home team to start things off. Here in the AAA, we are playing at 80 ego for batting, 90 ego for anything else. Do we have sound on the stream? Yep, sorry, I had it muted. There we go. There we go. That's what we like to hear. And here we go, yep, getting into game 1, the Warwick Anchors and the Spunktown Holograms. And it looks like Spunktown will be batting first with just No Name up to the plate to start things off. The first pitch of the game will be a heater swung on, and that'll find grass in center field to start things off. A leadoff single for the Holograms. Yeah, a little bit of aggression early there from Ox. First pitch swinging, gets some good fortune with his leadoff hitter. Let's see if he's able to build off it. Quick step off the mound, checking the runner there at first. That one in there for a strike. The 0-1 checks the runner at first. That one swung on, gets onto the grass in left field. First and second with nobody out, and an early rally here for oXBOX in the Hollows.
Yeah, perhaps something brewing. Let's see if he's able to really tie it together. He's got a big part of his order now. Goes for the
bunt, trying to move the runners over. It will succeed in doing just that as he gets the out at first.
Yeah, and look, he's got RBI man here on Clutch Ribby, the first baseman. So definitely setting the table. Let's see how Job approaches this. Maybe opts to walk him.
And huge speed on the bags. You have to think that you have to walk this guy. First pitch is outside. Looks like he'll be sticking with that outside pitch against Clutch Ribby. Only batting .095 in his first few games played, but still a threat no matter what. Misses the location of that 3-0, but Clutch Ribby was taking all the way there. The 3-1 is swung on, and it's going to go as a ground out. None of the runners can advance. A huge misplay there from oXBOX.
Yeah, you could tell Job there was kind of toying around the strike zone, trying to see if he would just sort of guess at one and just swing, and he throws that outside changeup, gets the light contact he needs, and Ox kind of just stuck between third and home.
An unfortunate swing there from oXBOX. A swing and a miss there on the low change. The 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Got him with the heat.
That's a big fastball there from Job. He just gave it everything he had, and it got right past Ox. It's tough with a run-scoring situation there in the first inning. He's going to have to dig in here on the mound.
And we'll see how the Anchors do at the plate after being able to get out of the jam there. Greedy Jawa on the mound. The first pitch is a base hit for the Anchors. So both players trading first pitch singles.
Yeah, very interesting. We're seeing aggression from both teams here. Job going to try and build off of that leadoff single.
First pitch to Lewis Floggins is just a bit outside. The 1-0, runner is going. They'll be safe at second. Shortly, a dribbler there to the shortstop who's able to pick it up and throw the out at first.
Moved that runner into scoring position. Now all he needs is a hit. He's got a very good hitter here in Lynn Henry stepping in.
Greedy Jawa, a very interesting arsenal on the mound. Only 3 pitches for this starter. You don't see that often. And it's a 2-seamer, a screwball, and a changeup. So all of those pitches will have very similar movements as this one is swung on, grounded to second, out at first, but the runner does advance to third base.
We've got that low pitch.
Terrence Ryan with the 0-1. A runner at third and a lot of speed there. A base hit will give the Anchors a big lead. The 0-2. Swung on inside, dribbled to first. Ribby steps on the bag. Out number 3. So through 1, it's 0-0, but both teams getting runners in scoring position.
Yeah, both of these winless clubs with an opportunity to start off with a run here in the first. Neither of them really able to put it together. You have a feeling it's going to come down to a few runs between these clubs.
And a lot of baseball to be played as this one finds is hit towards the gap, but Hicks plenty of time to get over there and make the catch in right field for the first out. Ox Hologram takes the first pitch, an 84-mile-per-hour changeup inside. This one, he got a lot of that one. Belted to center field. Hicks has to go all the way back to the warning track, but that deep center field of Motor Yard just containing that powerful smash.
Yeah, tough break for Ox. He just gets underneath it. Really pretty good swing, but there was just a ton of air under that ball.
The 1-0 to Huga. Ooh, big swing and a miss there on the hanging 2-seamer. A hanging slider here. Swung on, weakly hit to Henry, picks it up, throws it to Ryan for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the second, 0-0.
Yeah, quiet there from the holograms. He's going to have to get it going with Jawa again, that low stat. It looks like it's number 4, I believe.
As this one is hit right to Huga, who picks it up and fires it to first for out number 1. Stamp McDiggins digging in at the plate. 1 out and nobody on here in the bottom of the second for the Anchors. First pitch catches the inside corner there for a strike. The 0-1. Way inside, swung on, dribbled to first. Steps on the bag for out number 2.
You can see both these players really eager to swing. Once they take that strike on the edge, they seem to pull the trigger. A lot of 0-1 swinging. Good take from Job there.
Gets himself into a 1-1 count. Jawa misses outside. The 2-1 to Tate, looking for his first hit of the season. Will that get down in center field? No doubt is able to run in and make the catch on a charge.
Yeah, I thought for a second that would get down. It just didn't have quite enough top spin, I guess. Real stinger right at the center fielder.
That will bring up the pitcher spot here in the top of the 3rd for the Hollows. Jawa taking all the way. Slider just misses outside. The 1-0 catches the inside corner, making it 1-1. The inside two-seamer, swing and a miss. K-Dud activates for Chewy Smalls, the starter for the Anchors, and got him swinging at the low change.
Nice pitch. Ox way out in front. Definitely expecting a fastball, I think, there. And that changeup is so deadly if you set it up right.
Cutter off the plate is swung on. It's a deadly pitch there if used correctly. And Job able to utilize it there for sure, inducing a 1-pitch out. 2 outs and nobody on here in the top of the 3rd for Uzumaki. Chewy Smalls locked in, the 2-0. Called a strike down on the lower part of the plate. Cutter will hang, swing and a miss. K-Dud activates, the 2-2 to Uzumaki. Taken all the way just off the plate.
Good check there by Ox.
The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, got him with the low change again. We head to the bottom of the 3rd, nothing.
Efficient use by Job with that changeup. You can see Ox really just sitting on the heater. He's unfortunately unable to catch up with it even when Job's making a few of those mistake pitches.
Ken Daniels stepping in and gets a good piece of that one, but it will die in front of the warning track for out number 1. This will bring up the pitcher spot. Chewy Smalls locked in, swings at the first pitch, grounded hard, but right to the 3rd baseman, holographic Charizard. Picks it up and throws it across the diamond for out number 2. 2 quick outs here. And now Greedy Jawa is locked in as well. Both players trying to keep the pitch count low for their starters. Top of the order in Irving Hicks. At the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. The 2-1 lays off the low change. The 3-1 over the plate. Swung on and popped up on the infield. Should be playable for the second baseman. Hyuga catches it, and we head to the top of the 4th. Some early action from both of these teams, but since then, silent bats.
Yeah, this is the portion of the game you want to try and break it open, try and jump on a big mistake pitch as Ox puts a huge swing on one there. Really almost got around on that changeup.
Yeah, just in front of it. He hammered that into the dugout. The 0-2, taken all the way, and the changeup just misses a bit inside. Goes with the two-seamer off the plate, swing and a miss, but it gets away from the catcher. This could be first. The runner is fast, and yes, he is safe on the strikeout.
Let's see if that proves to be big. A big, big gift from the Anchors to the holograms there. He's got a ton of speed at first base as well. Ox could get creative with that runner, but he doesn't want to throw one away here.
You might want to get him on to second, though, with RBI man on Clutch Ribby, and there he goes. The throw at second is in time. Thrown out at second.
Really tough jump. I didn't catch right there if he had swung or not for the hit and run opportunity. He lifts one there into center field. It hits the glove of Tate. Wow, ooh, tough break.
A diving effort there from Tate. Looked really well timed from here, but he just could not come up with the ball, and that will be a 1-out single. But look at the speed difference between the 2 previous runners there at first.
Yeah, perhaps the slowest runner on Ox's team now at first base. He's going to have to hit it hard and hit it far to really get that runner anywhere.
Big swing and a miss there on the censored batter. Runner on first and 1 out. 1-2, swing and a miss, got him upstairs.
Ox chasing that heat and chasing that changeup. He's really just looking a bit baffled at the plate by the way Job is able to sequence him.
The low changeup gets away from the catcher again, but he throws to second, and the runner will get back to first in time. He takes off for second, even with the low speed, and a good jump it was. He gets in safely to second.
Yeah, you can see a much improved jump on that second steal attempt in the inning from Ox there with the slowest runner on his team, perhaps.
1-2 is fouled off. Could prove to be big, but no, a huge pitch right there. Got him swinging on the inside heat. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 2, 3, 4 batters due up for the Anchors.
Yeah, not sure who's got the K counter right now, but Job is really racking up the strikeouts, utilizing that heater well.
First pitch is in there for a strike. Jawa only 28 pitches thrown so far. Here in the bottom of the fourth, as that one is swung on and hit well to center field. Again, should stay in the park, but Dowd takes a poor route, and that throws it into first. Not sure exactly what Dowd is on, but that's going to go as a lead-off triple for Job and the Anchors.
Yeah, just perhaps a little bit of wrong button disease, just instant react from Ox there at not catching the ball. I guess he thought he really had that one in the bag, but the center fielder missing it. That's a huge botched play there in favor of the Anchors, who are looking to now possibly break this open with no outs.
And oXBOX just taking a moment here, taking a moment to breathe. I don't see him pulling greedy Jawa here. Maybe thinking about pulling his outfielder, who just made that bad route there. Not enough speed. No, just taking a moment to breathe. Jawa still at only 29 pitches thrown, but with that runner at third in a tie ball game. Not what you want to see if you are the Hollows, but the Anchors looking to cash in. The 0-1, taken all the way upstairs.
Yeah, Ox has to be very careful here with Job. Anything on the ground or a deep fly will get the runner in, let alone a hit. That one should do it there for the first run.
Belted to center. Jay Dowd is going to have to hurry to get that one back in. The play at the plate will not be in time, and the Anchors get a sac fly on a huge mistake from Ox. That is how Job gets his first run of the ball game and takes the lead here in the bottom of the fourth.
I said this was going to be a bit of a grind for both teams as Job striking the first pitch up the center for another single. He's looking good here in this inning, and he's looking good so far in this ball game. Ox has really got to lock it down here with Jawa and keep things where they are.
Shannon Perkins at the plate with a runner on first and one out. Takes the strike on the outside corner, bringing the count 1-1. The pitch from Jawa. Ooh, catches the outside corner. A good pitch off the plate right there. And that one is lined right to Hyuga. Job thought it was going to get down, and the runner is caught between first and second. An easy throw to first to turn the double play, and we head to the top of the fifth. Job with some damage done there, giving himself a 1-0 lead. First pitch, however, is hit hard, grounded to right field, gets through the hole for a leadoff single for the Holograms, looking to strike right back.
Yeah, perhaps a bit of momentum coming from that inning-ending double play. Swinging at that first pitch, getting a hit. Big whiff on the changeup there.
Yeah, good pitch right there. K-Dot activates, goes upstairs with the cutter, nowhere close. The 1-2, swing and a miss, got him upstairs. That time, same pitch, just a little bit lower, closer to the strike zone, easier to fool. Changeup right on the outside part of the plate is swung on and lifted to left field. Daniels gets under it, makes the grab for out number 2. Runner bluffs towards second as the outfielder was holding on to the ball for just a little bit too long there. Perhaps wanting to test the base running of the slow runner at first.
Yeah, maybe Ox trying to catch him sleeping.
That one had a chance, but no. Henry's able to range over and make the grab before it gets into the grass in right field. Good effort there from the second baseman. A leadoff single, but nothing else there for the Holograms. We head to the bottom of the fifth. The Anchors looking to extend their lead. The 0-1 is swung on and hit into the seats, foul. The 0-2 inside is going to be fair, but a diving effort from Ribby keeps it from getting into right field. The throw to first is in time for out number 1. Jonathan Tate still looking for his first hit of the season, batting in the 7-hole. Power versus lefties. We'll see if it comes into play here. 1-1 is off the plate. Greedy Jawa still at only 44 pitches thrown. Right down the middle, he's able to poke that towards center field, but Dowd gets under it to make the catch for out number 2.
Couple quick outs. That's good for Ox here. Another one on the first pitch, swinging to center field. Should do it. Yeah, out number 3. Caught by Dowd, so head to the top of the 6th inning. And now he really needs to get on his horse and get something going here.
Back-to-back, very close pitch, very similar pitches and very similar destinations off the bat, as that one is hit towards center field as well for out number 1.
That's a pitch Ox is going to want back. He got a hold of it pretty well, but he couldn't quite find it in the gap or maybe get underneath it for a homer.
Well, this two-seamer might hang up. Swing and a miss. Ox isn't able to capitalize. The 1-1. Swing and a miss again on a cutter over the plate. We can go with the changeup off the plate here with K-Dud activated for the pitcher. He does not bite. Blowing away the change. Swung on, got a piece of it, rolled towards the catcher. Picks it up and throws it to first for out number 2. So far, the Anchors just shutting down this Hologram's offense.
Yeah, Job has lived extremely dangerously, missing many fastballs in the zone, as we can see from his perspective. But Ox has not been able to catch up with them. He's getting a lot of swinging strikes on the heater, whether it be the cutter or the four-seam fastballs. That one was almost a hit, but a great play by Tate is out number 3.
Yeah, definitely some excellent contact there. Just hit right towards the infielder. That's shortstop with a good diving play. Doesn't bobble the ball and gets the out there at first, which sends us to the bottom of the 6th. The pitcher spot. Chewy is staying in the game, and he's going to poke the first pitch towards center field. A diving effort there from Dowd, but he isn't able to come up with it. A lead-off single for the pitcher, and that turns the lineup over.
Yeah, it's no good there from the center fielder. Now Ox might actually be considering taking Dowd out. Yeah, we're going to see, it looks like Pokey Reese take over in center field for Dowd after making that egregious error.
And taking some time now here is oXBOX, perhaps looking to take his starter out. No, a defensive substitution there at center field. Reese is coming in. The outfield looking to be trouble, and the infielder just missing on the second baseman with an excellent jump there. The ball just right over her glove. Gets into the outfield, first and second with nobody out. Anchors threatening big.
Yeah, slight mistiming of the jump from Ox. Now he's really got to try and find a ground ball, find a way to get 2 outs here. That would go a long way into getting out of this little bit of a jam he's got. You don't want to move both these runners in scoring position either.
First pitch taken for a strike down the heart of the plate. Inside, swung on towards the hole. It's going to get down in shallow center field. The throw home from center is not going to be in time. 2-0, the Anchors lead.
Nice little single there from Job to manufacture a run. The runner able to get home with decent speed and a lot of air underneath that single. So still looking good for Job here in the bottom of the 6th.
A lot of speed on the bags here for the top of this Anchors order. A diving effort from Ribby to get the out at first. He flips it over to the catcher for out number 1, but second and third and 1 out. A base hit here should score 2 for the Anchors.
Yeah, and a dangerous hitter.
Very dangerous, loves that low pitch. That one, higher part of the zone, called a strike. The 1-1, taken just a bit high. 2-1 from Neutron, swing and a miss. And the 2-2. Just off the plate, reached for it, pokes it into shallow left field. We'll see if Job challenges the arm. He does. The runner's going home, and it's a bluff towards home. Gets back to third. The runners will hold. Shannon Perkins, big power and big contact. Another threatening batter. The first pitch ripped back up the middle. 1 run will score. Center fielder pops up, throws it into home. It's not going to be in time. That's a 2 RBI single. The Anchors lead 4-0.
Job really starting to put it together now, single after single, manufacturing the runs. Even with 2 outs here, another shot on the first pitch. Looks like it's going to get up the middle as it bounces off the glove of the second baseman. Things are not over yet here for the Anchors, and the Holograms really need to find a way out of this.
Jimmy Neutron coming in off from the bullpen has not been able to shut down this Anchors offense like oXBOX had hoped. Power versus lefties. Swung on hard to center field. It will die in front of the warning track. Reese makes the catch. We head to the top of the 7th, but a big crooked number there. 3 runs scored for the Anchors in the bottom of the 6th. Make it a 4-0 game. The Holograms have a lot of ground to make up here.
Indeed they do. A good rally there from the Warwick Anchors, and you're going to need to see one now from the Holograms if they want any chance of staying in this. We're in the top of the 7th, so limited at-bats left. Good rip on the missed fastball.
Very good rip indeed. Similar to that hard hit ball in the previous inning that went right to the infielder, the shortstop, I believe. This one, however, finding the hole to be a lead-off single for oXBOX and the Hollows. And now, JobbAJ goes to the pen himself in the top of the 7th. Ava Chernley, excuse me. First pitch upstairs. A big triple-digit heater there. Quickly, an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Got him on the changeup off the plate.
Yeah, interesting decision from Job there to go to the pen with the shutout intact still. Just wanting to use that fresh arm, really keep things, you know, keep the velocity up and keep Ox locked down, it looks like. Seems to be the right decision.
oXBOX taking some time here at the plate. The 0-1 swung on. Could that get through the hole? It will. First and second with one out here for the Hollows. They're trying to make a comeback.
That's the kind of hits you need if you're trying to really put something together in the late innings. Let's see if he's able to be selective as he swings on the first pitch. It's off the glove of the second baseman, Henry.
A hard hit ball and a ton of speed, and everyone is going to be safe. A good effort there from the second baseman, but with the hard contact there, just bounces off his glove. The bases are loaded with one out for Rube Baker, who's coming in to pinch hit.
All right, Rube, now we got to see Ox wait for his pitch. You can tell he looks like he's possibly contemplating the runners or maybe just steeling himself for this huge at-bat on Match of the Week.
Rube Baker faces against Churley. The first pitch just a bit inside. The 1-0. Swung on the high heat and fouls it off. The 1-1. Churley delivers. Swung on hard, but right to the shortstop. Out at second. The throw to first in time for the double play. The Hollows threaten, but they do not score. A shutdown there from Job.
Wow, really tough break. He hit it hard, but there's not a lot of speed on that runner at all. And a great 6-4-3 double play by the Anchors to clean things up and end that jam.
And now Ox definitely going to be taking some time here as he considers his next reliever. It'll be tricks upper sleeve. Low velo, low junk, low accuracy. Only a cutter and a change in that arsenal. We'll see if Job tries to take advantage of this reliever. Bottom of the 7th, the Anchors lead by 4. Ken Daniels takes the first pitch for a strike. The second pitch, similar location, this time swung on, grounded weakly to Huga, picks it up, throws it to Ribby for out number 1. With one out and nobody on, Chernley will be staying in the game. The first pitch down the middle is swung on. Could it find grass in right field? No name. I believe just no name. Is able to range over and make the catch in right field.
Yeah, a ton of speed on the right fielder. Not a lot's going to get past him out there.
The 2-pitch Arsenal reliever is able to get a 1-2-3 inning there. Some good pitching from Tricks upper sleeve as we head to the top of the 8th and the top of the order due up for the Hollows. We'll see if they can threaten again here.
Yeah, that 4-run deficit is definitely daunting. The Holograms have had a bit of trouble scoring runs in the early goings of this season. We see there as that's deflected off the glove of the pitcher. He's got to beat it to first, and he just gets there by a hair.
Still an admirable effort there from Chernley, able to raise the glove up in time to deflect that ball. I thought that was up the middle all day long. Still an infield single there for the Hollows, and with the stealer trait at first, we'll see if Job notices. Swung on, right into the glove of Chernley again. A huge play from the pitcher, and this time it's a double play.
Yeah, really tough break. The pitcher's just scooping everything up here in this inning, and a bang-bang play at first makes it a double play. That one is hit up the middle. It's going to be off the glove of Henry, so the inning stays alive for the Holograms, but 2 big outs in favor of the Anchors there just before.
It's like the pitcher has taken all of the fielding traits from everybody else in the game. A lot of players missing dives and catches here, but the pitcher for the Anchors is able to do a lot, as that one is a stolen base attempt thrown out at second. And that is how the inning ends. Caught stealing.
Yeah, big mistake from Ox to throw away a runner there and an opportunity to, extend the inning and the ball game a little bit perhaps. And a leadoff deflection there from Job will get the runner on first base.
And just as we're talking about, I believe Chernley has just stolen all of the fielding from everyone else in the game. That diving attempt from the shortstop, something we've seen a lot in this game so far by both players' defense. Good, well-timed dives, just not happening. The 0-2. Swung on, dribbled weakly back to the pitcher. Picks it up, throws it to second for out number 1. The throw to first, in time for the double play.
A little bit of double play magic there for the holograms. Let's see if that goes, a long way into helping them perhaps get back into this. There's only one more opportunity in the top of the 9th. He's got to find it out here, though, before that happens.
The 1-1 is hammered to center field, a line drive, but right into the glove of Reese. Barely has to move. Last chance here for oXBOX in game number 1. The Hollows trail by 4 here in the top of the 9th with Clutch Ribby due up. Changeup down the heart of the plate is swung on and fouled just in front of it. That one swung on towards the gap in left field. Hicks has speed, gets over, makes the catch at the shoelaces.
Yeah, he almost missed that. We saw that happen with Ox's center fielder earlier in the game, resulting in that huge triple for Job. But Job's center fielder there not making the mistake, picking that ball up right off the ground, it looked like.
First pitch here, a good one to swing at, but weak contact. Dies in front of the warning track in left field. And the Hollows are down to their last out here in holographic Charizard. Swing and a miss on the inside heat. With the inside slider, swing and a miss. Job, 1 strike away from his first win of the season. Hollows trying to come back with a miracle here. The 0-2. Got him upstairs with the heat. The Anchors win game number 1.
Big win here on Match of the Week for Job and the Anchors. First win of their season. They go to 1-4 on the day, actually, after playing 4 games earlier today. So big for them. Ox, a heartbreaker there. Threw away some runners and had some tough double plays go against his favor.
Yeah, oXBOX with a lot of good contact that game. And a lot of scoring opportunities, too. I've lost count of how many runners in scoring position oXBOX was able to put together throughout that game. Unfortunately for him, just couldn't go his way. And Job able to capitalize on a few misplays from the holograms. Honestly, a well-fought game between the two of them, and I think the score betrays the actual closeness of this game a little bit.
Yeah, indeed. There's a couple moments that didn't really go Ox's way as far as, some bloops and some balls bouncing off the glove. He had some opportunities, like I said, ample opportunities really to score runs in this ball game. Things just didn't really happen for him there. He could not catch up to the fastball usage from Job. There was a lot of mistake pitches we saw from Job. I think if that carries over into the next game, maybe a warmed-up Ox will be able to capitalize. But we saw Job as well in the middle of that ball game really start to heat up with the bat.
There is that little delay between games 1 and games 1 and 2. They should be queuing up for the second game relatively soon, and we'll get that shown to you as soon as possible. And while we're waiting for that, that little delay, and also seeing new starting pitchers between these two players, perhaps we could see this tip the scales in favor of Ox a little bit. Due to his ability to just get those moments of good rallies. Job was able to capitalize on a few misplays by Ox. We'll see if he settles down a little bit more on defense, and for both teams, whether or not their fielders can successfully field some of the balls this time around. Yeah,
a lot of those diving attempts were on hard-hit balls, so they were finding some good contact, just not really finding the holes. And a lot of that just is the way the game shakes out sometimes. So game 2, I would expect to see a little bit more hitting. They were pretty even on hits, I believe. At the end of that game, they might have been both at 9 hits. So like you said, the score of that last game kind of betraying perhaps the true storyline that could have ended up happening. But we will see what game 2 brings us here.
And both players should be queuing up for game 2 here. We're just waiting on, it looks like, oXBOX to queue up for game 2. And you don't blame him for taking just a little bit of a breather here between games 1 and 2. It was, a well-fought game. Not a super close one in the end with that score of 4-0. But you got to have a feeling that Ox thought that he was in it for the most of that game. or for the most of that game. When he's looking for game number 2, I think the adjustments he's going to have to make. What do you think are the adjustments he'll have to make, actually?
He's going to have to jump on the mistake pitches from Job because, like I said, my quick little roundup after that first game, he threw a ton of them. I saw a lot of fastballs missed from Job. He wasn't really hitting the corners of the zone that he was aiming to hit. We just saw Ox unable to catch up with the fastball. Even the cutter, really, with a couple miles an hour taken off of it, Ox was having trouble handling that cutter. I think towards the end of the game, we saw him jumping on a few. We saw a big fly ball in the top of the 9th inning into left center field that had some potential, had he gotten a better swing on it, but we saw that all game, really. He's going to have to just lock it down and jump on the mistakes, I think.
And if he's able to jump on those mistakes, I think we're going to see a lot closer game than in Game 1. And it's all a matter of whether or not JobbAJ can repeat the success that he was able to do in the first game, capitalizing on those misplays by Ox. Like you said, a lot of heaters thrown. We'll see if he can do anything here in Game 2. And it looks like Ox is getting ready to cue here. And again, once again, we apologize for the short delay here between Games 1 and 2, and we want to remind you guys that this is not the only series happening. In the XBL and in the AAA, all players must face each other twice, so all players play a 2-game series with each other player in their respective division, whether that's the AAA or the XBL. In the AAA, we're playing at 80 batting ego with 90 ego and everything else. That would be pitching, fielding, and base running. Whereas in the XBL, it is 90 ego across the board. That's including batting. So quite a bit more difficult to hit the ball at 90 ego. And you'll get to see some of that 90 ego action later tonight. In just about 45 minutes at this point, we will be doing our XBL match of the week with the Chicago Blues taking on the Beaky Bay Birdies. You do not want to miss that one, folks. It is a repeat of the XBL semifinals, one of the XBL semifinal series from last season. We'll see if we can see a lot of dingers hit in this series like there were in the postseason, right, Dwayne?
Yeah, indeed. And it looks like we're ready here for Game 2 of this AAA match of the week between the Holograms and the Anchors. We're going to load up at Big Sky, the home of the Spunktown Holograms.
Both of these teams coming into this series winless on the season. Job able to get win number 1 here. We'll see if Ox can come away with a split and his first win of the series, his first win of the season. The Holograms will be the home team here at Big Sky. Irving Hicks due up first for the Anchors. Top of the first inning. Nobody out, nobody on. Contact versus righties up against Mace Windu. Pitching for the Hollows. The first pitch of the game is in there for a strike. And we are underway. The 0-1. High is swung on, grounded to the shortstop, throws it across the diamond for out number 1.
Yeah, a little bit more velocity on this starter, Mace Windu, for the Holograms than the previous one. So let's see if that plays into his favor. Maybe Job not able to catch up to Ox's fastballs in this game. We've yet to see really what that velo is going to bring.
Definitely a much different pitcher from Greedy Jawa, who was the starter for the Hollows in the previous game. Big swing and a miss there. The huge velo from Mace Windu. The 2-2. Swung on. This is going to be grounded to second. The throw to first should be in time, and it is out number 2. Lynn Henry stepping in. A 214 average with 3 RBIs. The breaking ball is the first pitch, and it is swung on right back up the middle. That'll be a base hit for the Anchors.
Yeah, that curveball was hung. Job perhaps, maybe not quite satisfied with the single. He put a good swing on it regardless, and he's got his runner on first base here in the first inning. Not a lot of speed, though.
A good cut at that pitch hanging over the zone, but it's driven foul. The 0-1 taken all the way, strike 2. The delivery just a bit inside. Runner on first and 2 outs. The 1-2. Inside is swung on. Could find grass in left field. It will. First and second with 2 outs. The Anchors trying to get some 2-out magic going here in the first.
Yeah, he's going to need another hit to continue it. Shannon Perkins with that 214 average on the year so far might be able to do it. Swinging at that high heat.
Good power and contact from this number 5 batter. The 0-1 is swung on. to right field, but plenty of time for Name to get over and make the catch. So the Anchors threaten but do not score early. Top of the order due up for the Holograms here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, let's see if they're able to jump on Albert Vasquez, the starter for the Anchors, early. It's going to be big for the Holograms to find a run, I think, early in this ball game and try and find a way to lock things down against the Anchors.
Both pitchers for these teams sporting 5-pitch arsenals. That curveball is grounded weakly to second. The throw to first is in time for out number 1, bringing up Naruto Uzumaki. Will he be able to get a hit here? The 0-1. Changeup is swung on and fouled. The 0-2 from Vasquez, sticking with the heat. Swing and a miss way inside, but is he going to be safe at first? He is. Believe it. The ball gets away from the catcher, and safe at first on the strikeout is Uzumaki.
Yeah, you can see Job throwing it down to second base there. He saw how absolutely fast that runner was going to first, and it looks like he's going to get a nice little blue. Oh, that gets past the left fielder.
No. In game number 1, it was the Hollows with the misplay. This time, it's the Anchors getting runners into second and third with 1 out for Clutch Ribby. RBI man is activated. Once again with that free bag, you got to think. Joe wants to pitch around him, but he somehow is able to get Wood on the ball way out of the zone. An RBI ground out to give the Hollows their first lead of the series and their first run of the series.
Yeah, big run there for Ox. He kind of took the words out of my mouth there as he crushes one to left center field. This could have the distance to get out.
Hit deep. It's going to die at the wall. Caught at the warning track, but it was given a ride. Still, the Holograms strike first. They lead 1-0.
Yeah, you hated to see him chase there with Clutch Ribby. He got enough on the ball to get the run in. So, first run of the series for the Holograms could go a long way into winning this ball game. But you like to see more quality at bat out of Ribby there, I think.
As that one is hit towards the warning track, it dies in front of it for out number 1 in right field. Jonathan Tate steps in, still looking for his first hit of the season. But Mace Windu looking to keep that ERA at that pristine 0. The 1-0. Just off the plate. Jonathan Tate takes the next pitch right down the middle. Brings the count to 2-1. The pitch is swung on, hit hard, but right towards the shortstop. Picks it up, throws it to first for out number 2.
Yep, so good, quick out there. You could see Joe perhaps his eyes starting to lock in a little bit. Taking more pitches than I think he was in the early goings of last game.
Mace Windu already up to 22 pitches here in the second. Despite the Anchors not really having much in the way of offensive production here. The low pitch is swung on weakly, grounded to short. The throw to first. A lot of speed there, but it is in time for out number 3.
All right, so he shuts him down there, and he preserves that 1-run lead. Now he's got another opportunity in the bottom of the second. Keep things going. If he can find a way to pad this at a couple points throughout this ball game, I think Ox will be able to handle Job with his dealings on the mound.
Holographic Charizard with the red bat goes after the first pitch, pops it up into shallow center field. Tate makes the grab for out number 1. And now Ox Hologram, the catcher, takes the first pitch in there for a strike, 101 miles per hour. Good heat there from Vasquez. Changeup. Oh, just clips the inside corner as that 0-2 is hit right back to the pitcher. Vasquez fields it cleanly, throws it to first in time for the out.
Very tight matchup between these two. I think one thing that goes a long way is that one's fouled away by Hinata Hyuga. Is that Ox arguably scrimmed as much as anybody in the offseason. That one's hit hard. Caught by Tate. What an amazing play by the shortstop.
Great dive indeed there by Tate. Still hitless on the season, but his defensive abilities definitely showing up today.
As I was saying, I was just as many scrims as Ox was able to get in during this somewhat brief offseason that we had. Job and him have never matched up, I believe. So match of the week tonight, the first time these teams are ever matching up.
the pitcher gets a good single there, pokes it into center field. A leadoff runner here for the Anchors. This first pitch is hit hard and into right field, gets through the hole. First and second with nobody out. The Anchors looking to get back in this one.
An early swing, but some good contact up by the leadoff hitter of the Anchors. Very nice first and second situation brewing here. No outs. He's got good speed at the plate as well. Perhaps he might bunt. Looks like he's looking to hit here.
Chance here to bunt over to get runners at second and third with one out. But instead, it's a swing. Dribble towards right. That steps on the bat. Sorry, dribble towards third. Holographic Charizard picks it up, steps on the bag to get the lead runner out, but the throw at first is not in time, so runners at first and second with one out. First pitch is hit towards second. The throw to second is in time. The throw to first. Double play turned. The Hollows are able to get out of the jam.
Nice job from Ox there with the pitching, able to get the soft contact he needed to produce back-to-back ground balls and a good double play. First double play opportunity, I think, was the right move just with the speed of the runners that he was dealing with. I don't know if he would have had the whole turnaround either. So good to get the lead runner, and now he's got another opportunity to pad here in the bottom of the third.
Mace Windu doing a great job on the mound so far. We'll see how he produces at the plate, leading things off here in the bottom of the third. The 1-2 is swung on, a broken bat. An infield fly. Ryan catches it for out number one.
And lineup turnover now for the Holograms.
Starting with a low change. No Name goes after it, but it's dribbled weakly towards third. Perkins doesn't want to pick up the ball, and it goes as an infield single.
I think Job knew all day that one was just in the perfect spot for No Name to get to first base, so a little bit of tomfoolery and refusing to pick it up there.
And an easy stolen base, a great read there from the Hollows to get the runner into scoring position. And a ton of speed there. That one is going to find grass in left field. A ton of speed rounding the bags. The throw at the plate is nowhere close. It's 2-0 Hollows.
And a great job by Ox there to get some wood on the ball, produce with a hit, and then he creeped that runner up. And now he's going for third. It looks like he's caught in between. He's going to get back to second.
Yeah, Job a little bit too fast firing the ball there to third. Hollow with enough time to change the runner and get him back to second. This one floats into right field, is caught for out number two. The runner does not advance, just a bit too shallow to do so.
He's still got that runner on second, ton of speed.
And with that runner at second, comes in big for clutch Rivy. RBI man activates. Swing and a miss on pitch number one. Looks like Job will not be shying away from pitching to him this time around. Curveball low, swing and a miss, got him to chase it. 2 outs, a runner on second. The Hollows lead by 2, looking for their first win of the season. 1-2, the high heat, swing and a miss, got him, 100 miles per hour.
Nice pitch there, good sequence from Job. He could tell that Ox was chasing a little bit there with his RBI man. And just a big strikeout to wrap things up and stop the bleeding a little bit. He's got to find a way to creep himself into this game now that Ox has stretched this to a 2-run deficit.
Terrence Ryan facing off against Mace Windu. Windu with only 32 pitches thrown, settling in. The low curve is swung on, but not a lot of foul territory there in right field. It will reach the seats. The 0-2. Swung on, back up the middle. Shortstop has to hurry. The throw to first is in time for out number one. Windu is locked in on the mound. Breaking ball nowhere close. The 1-0 to Shannon Perkins. Inside, swung on. Very similar location as the last at bat, and it turns out the same way. Back-to-back ground outs.
Things cruising along for Mace Windu. 36 pitches here in the top of the fourth. Couple good outs. And that 0 ERA still intact. The 5-pitch pitcher gets one lifted to left field. Should be the third out. Ooh, it's going to get over the head of left fielder.
Off the shallow left wall. Big Sky, not a huge park. And a good break there for Job, able to get a double off of that weak contact swing. But it does bring up Jonathan Tate, who is hitless on the season. Oh, and a warning pitch there, high and inside, forcing Tate out of the box. Mace Windu not a fan. The 2-0 from Windu. Hit back up the middle. No, it's off of the glove of Windu. A bit of force powers there as it turns into a ground out. What a play from the Holograms defense.
Yeah, I didn't know if the runner going to first base had enough speed to make that happen. I thought perhaps they did, but good play by Ox to stay with it and just finish things up. Ends up keeping things where they are, and that 2-run lead's still intact.
High and inside cutter, swing and a miss. Vasquez looking to keep his team in this, allowing 2 runs so far on the game. John Dowd swings at the low curve, lifted to shallow right field. Henry gets back, makes the grab for out number 1.
Interesting play there. I thought for a second it was going to get over the head of the second baseman, but Job was confident that he was going to get it over the shoulder, pop-up catch.
Holographic Charizard steps in. Nobody on, 1 out. The 2-0. Swing and a miss with the high heat, nowhere close. Taking a moment to think about that last pitch, or perhaps settle back in. 2-1 is swung on towards the hole. Ryan, with an amazing dive, is able to pick it up and fires it to the pitcher, covering first for the out.
Nice play by Joe to make a big out there. Now there's a very, very strong hitter in Ox Hologram, the catcher, stepping up.
Swings at the first pitch, however, dribbled weakly to third. The throw to first is in time. We head to the top of the 5th inning. The Hollows lead 2-0, but this is a close game.
Indeed it is. We've got the Warwick Anchors actually out-hitting the Holograms here, 5 hits to 3, but Ox has done a great job with Mace Windu with 41 pitches to start off the 5th.
First pitch is in there for a strike. Mace Windu looking to get back into that locked-in mojo. The inside pitch is swung on and lifted on the infield. And it will be Ribby who makes the catch for out number 1. And yes, Mace Windu is now once again locked in, just in time to face off against the other pitcher, Albert Vasquez. Right down the middle, overpowers him with the heat.
Good fastball from Ox.
Yo one gets a hang of that one, but dribbled to Hyuga, throws it to Ribby for out number 2, turns the lineup over.
Ox just getting a lot of soft contact out of Job in this game. Things going pretty well for the Holograms. That a nice little piece from Job though to keep the inning alive with 2 outs. Nice single.
More soft contact, and unfortunately for Mace Windu, out of that locked-in mojo, and a ton of speed on the bag there at first. Let's see if Windu checks him. First pitch is high. And taken all the way to 1-0. Way inside, forces the batter out of the box. The 2-0. Runner goes. Dribbled back up the middle. Shortstop has it. Throws it to first for out number 3. The runner would have been safe, but it does not matter. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The Hollows looking to tack on to their 2-0 lead.
Yep, some good pitching like I was saying from Ox, continuing to put up goose eggs. Now he needs to maybe find a little bit of padding. We saw Job look warmed up in the latter half of that last ball game as that one's lifted lightly to the first baseman, foul for out number 1.
Yeah, you're seeing some different approaches here. You're seeing Hollow, who is swinging early and often at everything. Only 37 pitches thrown here by Vasquez here in the bottom of the 5th. As this one is swung on right into the glove of the third baseman, weakly hit for out number 2. And you look at Job, who's taking a lot of pitches, but is only getting away with soft contact. And sometimes that soft contact is going for hits, like we saw with that in the last inning and the inning before with that big double off of the wall.
Yeah, and it's working out, like you said, here and there. He's going to have to string things together. The soft contact, works out in your favor some of the time, but not all the time, and it's showing here that Ox has been able to really control the ball game, utilizing the strike zone and Job's ability to hit the ball softly for some outs.
Ox fouling off a couple here to stay alive in this count. The cutter outside, he gets a piece of it, but the pitcher is able to pick it up and throw it to first for out number 3. We head at the top of the 6th. 3, 4, 5 batters due up for the Anchors.
Yeah, that might be the second or third extraordinarily outside pitch that we've seen Ox just throw his bat at and make contact with, one of which resulted in an RBI.
The first pitch of the inning, the curveball, catches the upper part of the plate for strike 1. Lynn Henry takes another pitch, strike 2. The 0-2 swung on the curveball in the dirt. Charizard's going to have to hurry, and he makes the throw to first in time for out number 1.
Yeah, another one of those swinging bunts. We've seen a few in this series where the runners just got to dig for first, make it happen. Not enough speed on Job's runner there, though.
Terrence Ryan. The 0-1 takes inside, brings the count even up. The 1-1 from the locked-in Windu is swung on towards the gap in right field. The center fielder, ton of speed, though Dowd is able to range over and make the catch.
Yeah, good speed from Dowd. A little bit of questionable moments there, if that ball was going to get down or not, but it hung up in the air for him.
Shannon Perkins at the plate now. Swings at the curveball in the dirt. Mace Windu able to utilize that pitch, and oXBOX getting Job to swing at it quite often this game. The 1-2 to Perkins. Swung on off the plate, lifted just in front of home plate. Hologram makes the catch, and we head to the bottom of the 6th. 2, 3, 4 batters due up for the Hollows.
Mace Windu and Ox absolutely dealing in this game. They've got Job looking a little bit questionable at the plate. He's just swinging at looking anything that looks close to the zone, and then he's taking a few pitches that look hittable.
1-0. Low and out of the zone, but swung on, dribbled weakly to Henry, but a ton of speed. Ooh, the throw to first just in time.
Yeah, that's one that makes you wish you had instant replay. It was more than bang, bang. That was almost instant at first base.
The Anchors put up 4 runs in Game 1. Have been shut out through 6 so far in Game 2. And the Hollows, with 2 runs scored, looking to tack on here. The 2-1 from Vasquez is a strike. Slider catching the lower part of the plate. Vasquez going out of the zone for this next pitch. The high and inside heat, the 2-2, is swung on, weak contact into center field. Hicks makes the catch for out number 2.
All right. Not bad there from Job. You've seen him settle down a little bit here after giving up those runs. He's only got 51 pitches with his starter. He could really push him as long as he needs to if he's getting results like that.
This one will hang over the plate. Heater right down the middle, but taken all the way. The 2-1 to Ribby. The low changeup, swing and a miss. Gets away from the catcher, but nobody on. No harm, no foul. Ribby takes a step out of the box. The heat just misses a bit inside on the wild pitch. Brings the count full. BB prone activates for Vasquez. The payoff pitch. Swung on, weak contact. Infield fly right past the infield dirt. Will be caught for out number 3. We head to the top of the 7th. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Anchors, who are looking to get some runs on the board.
9 more outs for the Holograms, away from their first W. Let's see if he locks it down. We saw in that last at-bat of the inning for Ox, he just was not able again to capitalize on a couple mistake fastballs. We'll see if that bites him in these later innings.
Power versus righties here for McDiggins, who's batting .286. Gets a good count here, 2-0. The pitch from Windu. Catches the outside corner, strike 1 called. The 2-1 is swung on and driven foul into the seats. Brings the count even up at 2-2. Stats are starting to diminish for Mace Windu here as he's thrown 63 pitches. The 2-2 high and in is dribbled towards Hyuga, who throws it to first for out number 1.
Yep, big first out. Now he's going up against the hitless Tate. You gotta wonder if Jonathan Tate's got what it takes to make it happen here on Match of the Week, get his first hit of the season, maybe start something or a bit of a rally for the Anchors. You never know.
1-0 right down the middle, brings the count to 1-1. Tate gets his first hit of the season. That finds grass in center field. A 1-out single. Is it rally time here for the Anchors?
Not so sure. We've got Ken Daniels. He's got a lot of contact and a lot of speed, not a lot of power, so he's going to just be looking to get on, looking to maybe move that runner over somehow into scoring position.
And with the next up being the pitcher spot, you got to think the Anchors are thinking about a pinch hitter. That one hit up the middle. Shortstop isn't able to get a glove on it. First and second with 1 out here for the Anchors.
Yeah, the danger starts to mount. I think we will see a pinch hitter for Vasquez here. Let's see how Joe plays it.
Vasquez is locked in and has been dealing. Job will at least look at his options here. 56 pitches thrown for the starter, and yes, he is done for the day. Cantor Stevens coming in off the bench. Good power and contact. We'll see what he can do. First pitch, swing and a miss, right on the edge of the plate. The 0-1 is swung on hard towards the shortstop, isn't able to get a glove on it. They're sending the runner home. The play at the plate is not in time. The Anchors get the first run of the game. Sorry, I was a little bit cut off there because the pitcher cut off the throw. There was no play at the plate. But the Anchors do get their first run of the game, first and second, with one out as the next pitch is swung on, hit hard, but right to the shortstop who catches that one. The throw to second is not in time. The runner gets back safely. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Sorry, Dwayne, you go.
Just a lot going on here in this inning. Hard to keep up with the action, really. They're swinging fast and the plays are happening. 2 balls I think Ox really should have dove for, resulting in runners on base here and a run. So he's got to lock it down with a 1-run lead here. Now, perhaps, yeah, he's going to take Mace Windu out and bring in Jimmy Neutron, who had a rough time in Game 1. Let's see if he bounces back.
This game means a ton to the Hollows, who are still looking for their first win of the season. Only a few innings away from accomplishing that if they can hold. The Anchors looking for a sweep. The 2-1 is swung on to shallow center field. Dowd comes in to make the catch. They stem the bleeding. The Anchors get their first run of the game, but the Hollows hang on to a 2-1 lead.
Got really hairy there. You can see the Anchors out hitting the Holograms by a score, or hits 9-3. But Ox has made it happen here with his pitching, getting out of those jams. He allowed 1 run there in that last inning. He's got the lead preserved though. You got to think he needs some insurance here.
Ava Chernley coming in, and John Dowd here swinging at just about everything thrown out of the pitcher's hand. It's just what you want to see if you are the reliever coming into this game. And if you're JobbAJ looking to score another run in the next inning, as that one is hit weakly to third. Third baseman doesn't have to move and catches it for out number 1, bringing up holographic Charizard.
Good hitter for this Holograms team. Looks at a big slider in the zone.
Swings at the inside fastball, but gets some good wood on it. Pokes it into right field. Weak contact, but it will be a 1-out single for Charizard. Bringing up Hologram.
He's got that contact versus lefties, so maybe he can get something going against Chernley. Ox goes. Job again, quick to throw to the next base.
Could have had an out there. Instead, the runner simply stays at first. Double play remains in order. First pitch is swung on. Nowhere close. Infield fly is not called, but Ryan able to get over there very quickly. And Hinata Hyuga comes up to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first.
You can feel the intensity of this ball game right now. We're in the bottom of the 7th. It feels like every at-bat's here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
A close game indeed. The runner goes, and this time it's a good read. Runner takes second with no contest. Not a lot of speed there, but a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Got him with the high change.
Good switch up there from Job. You saw him use the high fastball a lot in Game 1 and in this game. He goes with the changeup this time. Still an unhittable pitch, really, with the placement of it, but Ox completely fooled, perhaps just waiting on the heat of the fastball and swinging early again. He's got to go to the mound now and shut down Job here. But Job's looking to get back into this. That run last inning could have fired him up.
And the 3 and 4 the 4 and 5 batters will bat now as the number 3 batter hits into a ground out to start the top of the 8th. The Anchors trail by 1 after winning game number 1 4-0. Struggling a bit here as the away team in this AAA match of the week. The 0-1 inside is swung on, lifted right to the first baseman Ribby, who makes the catch. 2 away.
Big out there for Ox. Let's see if Jimmy Neutron can close down this 8th inning. He's only got 5 pitches since he's come out of the pen. First pitch swinging there is Job, and that's caught by No Name in right. And he wraps it up, bringing us to the bottom of the 8th inning. The score is still 2-1 in favor of the Holograms.
And the Hollows only 3 outs away from securing their first win of the season, but you can bet that Ox would love to put up some insurance runs here.
Yes.
The pitcher spot batting. It looks like he will be going to the bench. Rube Baker once again coming in to pinch hit.
Yeah, a 300 average, I think, for Rube, and he's been utilized nearly solely as a pinch hitter, so he's doing pretty good so far in his opportunities. See if he can start things off for the Hollows as the first pitch is fouled away to the right side.
And the 0-1, the low slider, taken all the way. Doesn't like the slider there. Change up down the heart of the plate. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Was geared up for something a bit more on speed. The 1-2, swung on, poked towards the gap in left field. Will it get down? Yes, it will. That's going to be a leadoff single for the Holograms. And the top of the order due up.
Nice job. There's Rube coming through in the pinch hit situation, turning things over for No Name. So we got a nice start to this bottom of the 8th inning for the Holograms. We're going to see a pitching change from the Anchors in Mark Gross coming out of the pen.
4-pitch arsenal for this reliever. High velo, good junk, no accuracy. That one is ripped into right field, but right at Floggins, who's able to make the catch for out number 1. A good break there for Job.
Yeah, an absolute stinger in right. Almost had enough speed on it to beat the runner back to first base after the throw, too. So, good job keeping the runner where he is.
Oh, nasty forkball there, called a strike. Showing bunt was Uzumaki there. The 0-2, the runner goes. Swung on towards
Oh, what a
center.
play!
Oh, and a diving effort from Henry at second to keep the ball from getting into the outfield. And to get the out, the runner stays at first, able to get back just in time.
Huge play, perhaps, there for the Anchors. That absolutely at least saved a hit and the runner going to maybe third base with the speed of that ball and where it was going to end up.
2 outs and a runner on first. The 0-2, taken all the way, the forkball just a bit low. Going inside, swung on, dribbled weakly towards the third baseman, throws it to first for out number 3. So a leadoff single, but nothing else for the Hollows there. We head to the top of the 9th, the Anchors trail by 1, and the Hollows looking to end it here and get their first win of the season.
Let's see if Ox can bring home that first victory. Secure a split. He's 3 outs away.
And Trick's upper sleeve comes in. The low velo pitcher with only a cutter and a changeup to her name. Damp McDiggins at the plate, the number 6 batter. Looks like center is coming in at second base. Bit of a defensive substitution there. The 0-1 is swung on towards center, who fields it cleanly, catches it before it hits the dirt. 1 away. Jonathan Tate steps in, no longer hitless, sporting an .071 average. Was able to get a single in his last at-bat. We'll see if he can do something here for the Anchors as they try to come back into this one. The 1-1, taken all the way in the dirt. The 2-1 to Tate. Swung on and laced into the leaping glove of center at second base. What a defensive play.
Yeah, and Boop Center fresh off the bench at second base, making that play. Great job there from Ox to get it done for a big second out. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
The Hollows, 1 out away from their first win of the season. The 2-0. Swung on, up the middle. No. Boop center, fields it cleanly. The throw to first is in time for out number 3. It's a split. Both teams winless coming into this series, and they get the split, both earning their first wins of the season. Congrats to oXBOX.
Indeed, congrats to oXBOX on the Game 2 victory. Congrats to Job on the Game 1 victory. You saw Game 2, we really saw them grind it out. We're going to go to post-game here. Just a great job there by both teams to come away with splits, I think. They both were able to capitalize on some opportunities that went their way in both games. A big mistake from Ox in Game 1, resulting in that first run that broke things open for the Anchors, and then a big mistake by Job in Game 2 that resulted in the first run of the night for Ox and the Holograms. And Ox didn't look back after scoring that first run, scoring another and winning 2-1.
Absolutely. And you have to think, you know, with the match of the week being a thing, perhaps nerves might play a little bit of a role into this. Both players, a lot of weak contact from both of them. We've seen Job, you know, we've known in the past Job able to hit that home run off of the foul pole in last season's match of the week. oXBOX has also been able to send the ball deep quite a few times. No home runs in this series. A lot of small ball tactics that paid off for Job in Game 1 and paid off for oXBOX in Game 2.
Yeah, indeed. We saw a lot of stealing, especially from the hologram side, and some of that paid off, some of it didn't. And it worked out in manufacturing a couple runs in this game. So a split, I said, would go a long way for both these teams, and they would have had to grind it out, and indeed they did. It was really a grind throughout both games. We both mentioned after Game 1 that really both teams could have won, or things maybe should have went differently. 4-0 felt like a little bit of a misgiving scoreline with the way things went for Ox in Game 1. But either way, he gets that Game 2 victory, gets the split. Your first win in the XBL and AAA, any league, is awesome. It's a great feeling, and to have it happen on Match of the Week, I'm sure is extra sweet.
Definitely. I hope both of those players feel very good about themselves because they played their hearts out, and for both of them to come away with a win tonight, that's got to be a good feeling.
Indeed.
And this was our AAA match of the week. But folks, the baseball action is not yet done for tonight. In just about 15 minutes, we will go live with our XBL match of the week, played completely at 90 Ego. Are you excited for that, Dwayne?
Oh, I'm more than excited because we are going to see perhaps the two best active power hitters in the game facing off in Ashnod's Coupon and his Chicago Blues, and our own Floribel here and Light Snack, also known as, going against each other. It's going to be awesome. That semifinal you guys put on for us last season in Season 8 was filled with more runs than I literally could count. And I think tonight's going to bring us some dingers as well.
Hey, I'm not promising anything. I'm not promising any repeats of last season. I'm not promising any dingers. Get ready for a 1-0 game that goes like 18 innings, right? We're going to no-hit each other through 13.
22 innings of free baseball, Hongel Pog.
Hongel Pogs in the chat if you've got them. Guys, thank you so much for watching this first broadcast of the XBL tonight. We hope to see you again in 15 minutes for the XBL match of the week. Dwayne, any parting words?
No, we will see you guys shortly for an epic matchup. Thank you all for joining us for AAA. Thank you, Floribel, for joining me tonight. I'll be with Weaver for the next set of games. So you guys hang tight, and we'll see you shortly. And if you're not with us for the XBL matchup, have a great evening. And thank you for joining us on this production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League.
Have a good night.